Hello.
Hello, we get to chat again. I think you and Isabel were both, your first shares were with me as well. I love when I get to substitute. So Julie, can you remind us all where you're calling in from?
Yes, I'm calling in from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, which is just north of Seattle. I'm actually more in the US than I am in Canada because I'm on an island and the island dips down into US waters. So I'm in Victoria, which is the southern tip of Vancouver Island.
Nice. And who shared your shred with you?
Well, I actually stumbled across it myself. I think in the isogenics communities that I'm involved in, someone posted something about an ER shred group. So I went looking for it and I found it. And yeah, my first thoughts were like, this is crazy. They don't drink ionics. Like, what the hell? So then from there, I was like, I'll just watch. And it piqued my interest. I read lots and saw lots. And then my leader, Lisa Wolney, called me up in, I think it was November of 2021. She called and she said, have you seen anything about this ER shred? You know, it's Dr. Greenlaw and it's his son. And I was like, yeah, I have. Like, it's crazy. They don't drink ionics. And she's like, I'm going to give it a try. She's like, December 26th, right after Christmas, we'll start it. I'm like, oh, like that's like a month away. Okay. So we got to sit on this for a month. So I hung up the phone with her. I got in, I researched more. I'm like, no way, I'm starting this right away. So I started right away. She never did do it. So yeah, I just flew with it and I loved it. I was 100% vegan about a year and a half leading up to doing the ER shred. So I literally went one day from eating as a vegan to the next day eating a steak. And I've never been a steak eater, never been a butter eater, never been a salt eater. I've dieted my whole life and was raised with a mother who owned a diet center. So those things, I mean, we had steak in the house, but I preferred chicken and I ate a lot of chicken and a lot of ground turkey. I went through isogenics and I ate a lot of chicken and a lot of ground turkey and very, very little red meat. I lost 145 pounds with isogenics. My first 7 months, I lost 100 pounds. And then I went on to lose an additional 45 pounds. And I've maintained that now for 7 years.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Holy, that's your life back right there, yeah. Which is wonderful with our company. Yeah. So vegan to shred.
Yeah.
I tried plant-based. I did it for like 6 months. It wasn't me. Give me a steak any day. So what were your thoughts when you jumped in on that and you flipped that switch and came this way?
Well, I mean, again, it's like, can I really eat red meat like this? And you know, I wasn't a vegan. I was a vegan because it was a trendy thing to do. I was bored with the chicken and the chicken and I love meal prepping. I love cooking. So I'm like, let's do something new. And that's why I did vegan and I rolled with it. I felt okay on it, but I was seeing my weight come up. I was craving a lot of carbohydrates because I was working out pretty hard as a vegan and not meeting the protein that my body needed, I don't think. And I got to a point where I was like, I'm not well. I'm aching every night. I'm tired. I have trouble getting through my workouts. And the ache was a big thing. Like I said, I sit down on the couch at 6 o'clock and go like, where is all my energy? And every ounce of my body ached that I literally, it's like, I can't sit down. I need to go to bed. And I was like, something's not right. So I was ready for a change for sure. And yeah, I was willing to give it a try and see. And yeah, within 11 days, the aches started to go away and I was sleeping better and I had more energy. It took me probably 3 good shreds before I actually felt like I was coming alive, which is funny because I eat super clean and I cleansed regularly as a vegan. So I'm not sure why it took me so long to get there, but I was feeling better. So that was good. But the actual come alive, like on fire, like AF, like this is crazy, was about 3 shreds in.
And you know what? I love that you shared that because I think some people think they come in and they're at baseline in 11 days, and it's not always the case. Every body is different. And coming in from eating fully plant-based to shocking your body to eating this shred lifestyle. Were you on the plant-based shakes prior to shred too?
Yeah.
So like your body went from a complete 180 on what you were putting in it. So it took some time, I'm guessing. Like that's a Susan Jesse area.
Yeah.
But I also think it's funny that you shared that you went vegan because it was a trendy thing to do. And I think a lot of people jump onto something because it's a trendy thing to do. And what I love, and we learned even more last night as Jesse was sharing, and the research is coming out that we're really onto something that has some serious meat in it in the science. In more ways, sorry, didn't even realize I went there. But in what's going on for us nutritionally, and the science is starting to come out that we're really on the right path versus the next trend that's coming out. What we've got is so much deeper. And so now I'm watching you and I see you showing up and you're lifting some insane, but you couldn't do that before when you were plant-based because
no, I couldn't. I've never done that. Like I mean, I've been lifting weights for a good 5 years now, right? Going to the gym 6-7 days a week, like too much to the gym. I have trouble taking time off the gym, but never ever seeing an increase in my weights, and it being really frustrating, being like, what's wrong with, like, this is it. Like I'm doing the same 20 pounds I've been doing for the last 5 years. And actually probably just within the last, I'd say month and a half, something switched, because now I'm like, not only am I craving wanting to try harder, I'm able to do it when I crave it. So I actually get like, I said euphoria tends to be my favorite word these days. I drink my shake, I feel euphoria. I have my meat, my butter, and my butter coffee, and I feel euphoria. I go to the gym and I feel euphoria. That's coming alive for me.
Chills. I got chills. I think Susan did too. I'm watching her in my camera, definitely. So did that happen overnight? Were you able to jump there overnight? No. You had to make your adjustments, but you're 7 months in and now look at it.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself going back to any other lifestyle after doing that?
No. I said there's been things that have come across my plate, and trainers that have approached me and stuff. And I'm like, I'm so happy where I am. Why would I change anything?
Oh, I love that. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's truly what it's about, is the ability to just take control, and like you're feeling you're alive. You said you're in euphoria, you've come alive, and that is so true, and we see it and how you show up for our community, and we appreciate that. So what do you say to those that feel like they haven't quite hit that sweet spot yet, that they haven't quite got to where they are, that they want to push a little bit harder? What do you say to them?
Yeah, I think the big thing is like, are you happy where you are? Then try again. Are you happy where you are? Well, I'm getting there. Well, then you need to try again. Like, I think you need to keep trying and adjusting, because again, like I really think my gym has, it's crazy, but I really think my gym has improved since Jesse suggested that I have the amp hydrate before I go to the gym. I was going on just a black coffee. I'm at the gym shortly after 5:30 in the morning. And so literally I'm out of bed, and the first thing I do is I drink my black coffee on the way to the gym. So I'm not even having water or anything. It's just black coffee. So now I'm downing 20 ounces of hydrate, and then I'm drinking my black coffee on the way to the gym. And then when I'm getting to the gym, I'm drinking 30 ounces with a teaspoon of Himalayan salt, lemon and lime, fresh lemon and lime squeezed in it, half a lemon, half a lime. And I'm coming alive at the gym, because that's the only thing I've changed. So I've got to think that's what's doing it for me.
So wait a minute, you listened.
I listened.
And educated.
Yeah.
You adjusted. You saw results.
Yeah. So yeah, again, if somebody's not, like, keep adjusting, keep going to the next level. Don't stop.
Right. Yeah. And nothing is set. It's all fluid. You have to be willing to try things. And like Jesse was sharing in the call last night, maybe it didn't work for me this time, but maybe I need to go a little bit further, then I can try something different. Like when he was referencing the black beans, oh, it's a culprit. Well, maybe you went too far swinging the other way. Maybe you need to adjust how you come into things. But isn't it amazing that your body is telling you this? Like, oh, maybe if I had some electrolytes with the salt and lemon and lime and the hydrate before I hit my workout, look what I can now do.
Yeah.
That's a simple change, in my opinion.
Yeah.
For a big result.
Yeah, it's a huge result.
And I think listening and showing up to learn, we all can make those adjustments as we keep tweaking things.
Yeah. Well, I said if I wasn't in this community and I didn't watch Chat Live that day, I wouldn't have learned all that, right? And thought, oh my gosh, I got to try that. And I got up and I tried it. And I said, he asked me how long it took, and I think it took about 4 days. And I actually had one day where I ran out of salt and maybe lemon and limes. And so I went a couple days without, and I actually felt my gym strength go down.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's got to be the difference.
I love that. You know, your body's really telling you anything. Is there anything else on your heart that you want to share with our community?
No, again, you know, I'm just so grateful to Isagenix and the products, and I'm really happy for this ER Shred group because I was getting a little lost in the whole big product scheme of things. Just, you know, when your energy's low, you take an E-shot. When your energy's low, you take ionics. When your energy's low, you take nitro. Like I was drinking my way through calories that my body didn't need the carbs and the sugar, because carbs and sugar is not good for me. You know, I do have like PCOS, and I have high, you know, borderline thyroid problems and borderline blood sugar problems. I mean, I'm really healthy and I don't take any medications, and I'm a pinnacle of health, but I was losing my way. And so I'm so grateful that I came across this group that just took things really back to the basics for me, because that's all I needed and that's all that my body needed.
And that's part of what I love, is the beauties and the simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely is. All right, let's throw up some sword for this warrior. He keeps showing up for us. Yes. We appreciate you, Miss Julie, calling in.